Hey guys, so yeah, it's been a while, but here we go. We're gonna make cheesesteaks, not Philly cheesesteaks, because I don't have Cheese Whiz. We use white American cheese, so we don't call them Philly cheesesteaks. We call them cheesesteaks. First thing you gotta do is you gotta cut up 3 onions. Now, most of you probably don't wanna watch me cut 3 onions pole to pole, so I've already done that. I've already put them in a pan. And they're already cooking. So it should be pretty simple, right? There's like 4 ingredients to this, and it's super good. The second ingredient that we're gonna cook, when those onions are done, and you cook those to your liking. The next thing, bell peppers. This is 1 bell pepper. You're gonna cook it for a few minutes, just to take a little bit of the crunch out, but not all the crunch, and then you go from there. So as you get those cooked down, they were on high, they're now on 6. See a little bit of color change. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes. A little bit of salt on them. Kind of help that along. The other thing you're going to need, so I need the dogs to stop barking, is bread, right? So these are hoagie rolls from Ralph's. 6 count, they're already split. Makes shit super easy. The last thing you need is the meat. And it's currently sitting in the fridge, in the garage, in a bowl with garlic, salt, pepper, and just a little bit of thyme. A little bit of olive oil, and that's it. And I got the meat at Costco. So Costco has this shabu shabu thin sliced meat. It's like 35 bucks and it's prime. Get that. Use that for this. So it's like 2.5 pounds, but you don't need, we're not making 50. We're making 3. So 16 ounces, 18 ounces of meat. So I'll show you that here in a second. What are you doing? This is the chaos in my kitchen. Yep, all the time. So, onions are almost done, as you can see. So, we're getting close. Now I will say, these are caramelized adjacent. I've shown you in the past how to caramelize onions, and if you need to know how to do that, go find my video on French onion soup and watch me die as I cut like 9 onions. But that's how you caramelize onions for French onion soup. This is done differently. It's done really hot. They're not really caramelized, they're just kind of browned and caramelized a little bit, not cooked down for French onion soup. It's a completely different technique. So that's what we're doing right now. And they're close to done. Are they close to done? No, I'm getting told no. So a few more minutes. And since we taste everything we cook, yep, there's cooked onions. On to the next step. Drink some wine. So, we've taken our onions out of the pan, put them in the bowl, and now we're just bringing this back up to temp, which shouldn't take much, and in will go our peppers. Gonna stir those around a little bit, just taking the crisp and cold off of them. That's it. About 2 minutes, and out they come. And don't forget to salt them. I did, and I was reminded you need to add salt. So about a pinch or so. Stir them. Whoa. Give them a stir. They're still pretty crunchy, probably a little cold. About another minute and they're coming out. See? Simple. Once the peppers are done, back in the bowl, set them aside. Next, we're cooking the meat.
Shelby Cheesesteaks! Good girl!
Gotta pay the cheese tax. So let me show you what we've done here. Mrs. Little Kitchen Big Food and I are having an open face one, and our guest is having a whole one. Start by just a little bit of white American cheese on the inside, because that's where it belongs. And then we're going to put some on top as well. While we're doing that, we're preheating our oven to 375 degrees, and we are warming up our trusty HexClad. Not sponsored. Once we get that heated the way we want, which is, I got it on high right now, but I'll turn it down to like medium. So about a 5 or a 6. And when it's ready, then the meat goes in. So meat goes in. Okay. Turn it down and spread it out. So you get it spread out like this. And because this meat is so thinly sliced, it doesn't take very long to cook. But you can't leave it clumped up. You gotta fiddle part with it like this. I mean, we like our steak rare, but you know, in this case, you gotta have it cooked a little bit. And man, if you could smell what I smell right now, the garlic and just a little bit of thyme. Yeah, these are some of the best effing sandwiches that you can make at home. Again, like I said, I'm not making Philly cheesesteaks because 1, we're not in Philly, and 2, we don't have Cheese Whiz. Don't have Cheese Whiz because it doesn't go on these, because then they'd be more like a Philly cheesesteak, and that's not what we're making. I've been instructed that that's probably good. So we gotta holding the camera, screwing with fucking tongs. Gotta put the meat back in the bowl.
No, you gotta wash the bowl first. Otherwise, perfect.
So, and you taste as you cook. I think they're good, but yeah, there's a little too much time in them. It'll be all right. They still taste fucking amazing. So you take your meat out of the pan, put it in a clean bowl, and then we move on to the next step. Then you put your meat in your sandwich. Like that. Do your open face ones the same. The oven's ready. See, now, if we didn't have an oven that sucked and had a normal broiler, we would put them under the broiler, but we don't. So preheat your oven to 375 and let them ride with that cheese on top until the cheese is changed color, is all melty. Yeah, that. And of course, you gotta add your peppers. Next, you gotta add your onions. Then you add your cheese to the top. And because the cheese is out, as you can see, dog 1, dog 2, dog 3.
Shelby! Cheese tax!
Move your butt, mutt. And in they go.
For 15 minutes.
So 15 minutes, because dogs can't eat onions, but I can. So after 15 minutes in the oven, this is what you end up with. Nice and melty.
I was gonna say, I asked Connor and he goes, I think she liked it.
And hot. And now the cheese is stuck to the roof of my mouth. The bread gets a little crunch. The meat is super tender. You need to make this. Or don't. Do you? I don't care. So, I'm going to go eat this and enjoy some time with my family, and we'll see you next time.